Here is Dave in Vegas, Mad Dog Unleashed. Dave, good afternoon. It's your turn. How are you today, okay?
Yeah, I'm doing okay, doggy. Two things real quick. One, that was a good interview with that guy about golf. And for me personally, it's good to get away from the Super Bowl just a little bit. I mean, hell, the game can only be broke down so many times, so many different ways. So that was great.
Well, I will do that. I will do that these first couple days. I always like to do it anyway. I'm with you. We're going to do a little Mary Tyler Moore a little later on. I'll be into that. We will do some tennis a little later on, and obviously the topics of the day. Now, so you like the Nobilo spot? That's number one. Number two, Dave, what else do you have for me?
Number two, on this Brady thing, maybe Brady had to break off his relationship. Maybe he was forced by his wife, Giselle, who probably heard the comment and went crazy. We know that she's always involved in his career, whether it was Wes Welker missing a pass at one time, and she's tweeting out. So maybe, she went to Tom and just went crazy and said, hey, you know what? Don't go on that show no more. I mean, after all, she is a breadwinner. She makes double what he makes.
You can make that. That's a good point, Dave, and that's the first person who said that. Maybe there was some spouse pressure on that. I don't know, but we do know she's got a strong opinion on things. That's quite possible. I think the funniest thing is that WEI, when they sang good call, said this on Thursday. This kid said this on Thursday, and EI did nothing about it until Friday. Until Monday. So for 4 days, this happened, and EI, half in the bag, not paying attention, didn't have any interest with it whatsoever, at least from what I can gather. And then Brady today made a huge deal about it, and now they obviously going to do something. So was the kid punished between Thursday evening and Monday afternoon? That's what I would like to know. Or did they have no idea that it was said? If they had no idea it was said, that's their fault. They should have a person who's monitoring all these shows who knows what was said. And listen, we've been through this on our channel a million times, because who dealt with more of a keg of dynamite and a loose cannon than we did with Dino Costa? We dealt with that stuff constantly. And we let him get away with absolute murder here because it's serious and everything else. After a while, he just did not know how to balance himself and follow that proper line, and we had to eventually turn him away. But we were on top of it. I wonder if EEI was. Kim is with us, and she says hello, and she's on Mad Dog Unleashed. Kim, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing, Mad Dog?
All right, Kim, thank you. What's on your mind? Let me hear.
I want to talk about this Brady thing. Listen, this show host obviously is young, and he exercised, in my opinion, terrible judgment.
Yep.
But, you can't deny the fact that he also took advantage of the opportunity to be a total ratings whore by making a really dumb comment. How can you defend that? You just can't.
I'm not defending the comment. I'm upset the way Brady handled it.
Okay, I hear that. But by the same token, listen, if you're Brady and you're honoring them by you're coming on the show, you're being a player, you're doing your thing.
He's getting paid, Kim. He's getting paid a fortune. He's not doing it out of the goodness of his heart.
Listen. You're talking to a total non. I am not a Tom Brady fan. Okay, I'm talking about anybody though, any celebrity, anybody who's doing their job and they're being respectful. Why should he have to listen to such a stupid comment? And yes, you make a good point that it took him several days to hear it and make a thing about it. But maybe he just didn't know, and it doesn't matter because it shouldn't have been said. It just shouldn't have been said. Kids are off limits.
Listen to kids. First off, in this day and age, they're not off limits. That's the first thing. Secondly, we have no issues with punishing, and good call, punishing the child. We have none. Punishing the kid who, the talk show host, the 23-year-old who said something about. No issues whatsoever about that. None. Zero. Do what you want to do. But if you're Brady, why would you want to make this a mountain out of a molehill? This is not a big deal in the context of the world. All right. This is not a family that got on a nature plane in Costa Rica and the damn plane crashed and everybody dead. It's not the end of the world. Let's be honest. Let's put it in proper perspective. And then Brady here goes on, makes this a big cause. Now the whole world's discussing it. And if you think the kid's not going to get fired, you're nuts. They can't. Now he's fired. Now he's dangerous. Host a talk show, again, radio stations, they want you to run to the edge, but when you get dangerous and bad for business, they get you out. They get you out. And speaking of bad for business, well, you talk about the political correct world. Let me get this straight, Steve. I'm going to change subject for a second. Mr. Torrey's in the house. The Indians are not going to wear the Chief Wahoo on a hat, but they can still sell it in the store that you can wear the Chief Wahoo jerseys. So baseball is going to sit there and say, you know what? Let's not publicize it on the field, but you can sell as many of these jerseys as you possibly can want. Now, that's fraudulent. Either it's right or you don't care.
Yeah.
Don't play it 50-50.
Well, they're trying to appease to some and make sure that they profit, for the big picture.
So, in other words, we're going to profit from the jersey sale, but we won't wear the jersey on the field. So everybody's supposed to be okay.
Well, this year they are. They're starting this in 2019.
Oh, what a bunch of nonsense. What a bunch of freaking nonsense.
Well, you are fired up today.
Oh, it's nonsense, Steve. This stuff is nonsense. The world's got more important things to worry about right now than whether or not we can wear the Chief Wahoo thing. Ah, come on, please. I'm so tired of it. Tired of it.
How are you, Chris?
You didn't care about that. I never heard you in 40 years ever mention about the fact that you were offended by the Chief Wahoo. Now you're offended, Steve Torrey?
Who said I was offended?
I know you like to be politically correct.
I'm right. I wrote it in my update as a story. We discussed it off the air. I didn't. Don't. Yeah, you got a guest coming. Let's go.
Oh, I do?
Yes. Eddie just gave me the signal.
That's right.
He said, get to the update.
I got to break down the Jaguars now? We will do that with Tony Baselli in a sec. Here's Steve Sports Bite on Mad Dog Unleashed.